Squad? MizzyWorld Entertainment is back to present another episode of MadMizzy Sports. We are the hosts. I'm Mad Mizzy, Ron Money, Quancho Love in the building. What's the deal, fellas?
What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
What's happening?
What's the dealio? What's the dealio? Ryan, Q, you want to take it off? You want to take it away? You know the rundown.
Yeah, my bad.
You
My fault,
good?
my fault, my fault. I had to. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? And I want to give a special shout out to our chat, to the live chat. Yo, guys, man, without y'all, like I always say, there ain't no us. Y'all keep us rolling. You know what I mean? It's our job to entertain y'all. So, shout out to the live chat. Guys, if you're looking to support the guys over here at the Man Mizzy Sports Show, you can do so through the Cash App, which is the dollar sign What Up Squad. As y'all guys can see right there in the live chat, my man Mizzy keep it posted right there. So if y'all looking to support the guys over here for the Man Mizzy Sports Show, again, you could do so through the Cash App, which is the dollar sign What Up Squad. And if you need to know where it's at, it's gonna be in the live chat, guys.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to
Will
y'all.
pop up on the screen, on stage during the show. We're gonna post it up there later, a little bit later on. You dig what I'm saying? But y'all know the routine before we jump into the rundown and everything. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that alert button, that like button, that share button,
Please.
and get ready to comment because we want to know what y'all thinking just as much as what we thinking. And we starting it off where we ended it yesterday, man, and that was with Game 6, Thunder at Pacers, man, where the Pacers dominate the Thunder in a 108-91 win. What was y'all takeaway? What's y'all reaction? Are y'all shocked? What's going on, fellas?
Um, Chat, listen here, chat. If you guys was tapped into the episode yesterday, I was telling guys, yeah, I went with OKC to win that game only because us three guys, we all took OKC to win the series. Initially, I had it in five. Me and Ryan had it in five. Mizzy had it in six. And I basically
Yeah.
was saying, like, I picked them to win the series, but I just knew, like, going into that hostile environment, you got them fans, you got the support of the fans at an all-time high. And a lot of people don't think, the whole 12th man in football and the whole 6, 7 man or 11th man in basketball analogy. When they talking about the support of the fans, yo, that's a real thing, bro. When you go into some of these environments, you feeling that energy. It's either gonna make you or break you. And I feel
Yep.
like the way OKC played yesterday, they played like they knew they had another game. Now, in the end, it didn't. And they really didn't, because if they would have lost, the series would have been over. And that's exactly how they play. Like, it ain't no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
shout out to Indiana for just doing what they were supposed to do. I mean, as a Sixers fan, it's a bunch of games that I could, point to and be like, man, I wish we had that that effort that not only did the starting five give for Indiana, the bench, guys like
Hmm.
TJ McConnell, guys like
Right.
Obi Toppin. And I had named
Right.
them all yesterday because it's a
Yep.
collective of guys that know how to play together, no matter if they
Hmm.
starters or bench riders. So I just want to give a shout out to the Indiana Pacers. And last but not least, you got to shout out Rick Carlisle, yo. He's the
Facts.
one that's coming up with the schemes and the designs to compete with OKC, a team in which we all thought was head and shoulders way better than Indiana, and they competing with them.
Yep.
So even if they don't win the chip, which they do got a chance to win the chip, this not a fail
One game
season
for it
to me,
all.
guys. If Indiana lose, they took the OKC Thunder to 7, bro, and it wasn't a flat out like I know OKC gonna win. It's a pick'em game. If anything, the percentage to me is 51-49 OKC. Ryan, what you think about that, Ryan?
I like the
Fifty-one
percentage
forty-nine
wise.
OKC.
I like the percentage wise, but if this was a boxing match, it was over after round two. You know what I'm
For
saying? Because
sure. For
they
sure.
won round one and then got knocked the fuck out in round two. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It was
Look
up ten
strong in
two.
round one, but got knocked out round two. That's exactly or knocked
You
down, at least knocked down if it wasn't
no,
completely knocked out. It was
no,
like knocked down.
they got knocked the fuck out. It was over after that. It was over.
No chance.
Right.
No
That's
Vince
what happened.
McMahon, they had a whole Vince McMahon, no chance in hell, huh,
No
Ryan?
chance in hell. No chance in hell. Well, obviously it's another game, but still, bro. What you want to be defined as? Chimps or chumps? You know what I'm saying? We come to win the game. You,
Yeah.
you gotta win. We
Yeah.
have to win, bro. Like I don't know what happened, shit, but shout out to Rick Carlisle. Shout out to Rick Carlisle, man.
You got
It,
to.
you have to because There's no way. There's no way they
A
should be
team
in this
with no
series.
superstars is
No
competing with the
superstar.
OKC Thunder. There's
Look
no
at
way.
the roster, man. You have to look at this roster. Then, like I said, my X factor yesterday was Tyrese Halliburton. You look at the stats, 14 points. What is this? What
It
is
Yep.
looked
this?
like nothing. It
It
looked
looked
like
like
nothing.
nothing. It looked
But
like
it was
It
nothing.
was
something.
heavy
That
though. It
14
looked
was
light, but it
something.
was heavy though.
Obviously, it's heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the engine that runs the train. So you get
Yeah, it
14 from
is.
the score, it's going to happen. Everybody going to contribute. You got topping with his eight. TJ McConnell still coming off the bench with steals. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. This is the sixth game of the NBA Finals. If we don't know what TJ McConnell coming in this game for, what are
Yo,
we
and
What is
it's
we
not
doing?
doing?
like he be out
What
there
is we
doing
doing?
magic.
Facts,
Yo,
What are
facts.
he
we
one track
doing?
minded. Like you said, Ryan, he's one track minded. So when you know he got the ball, he even trying to score real quick to keep up the pace, or he passing the ball to keep up the pace. But you're right. We know what he doing when he come in the game. It ain't a mystery at this point.
Where Ron go?
Oh, he froze on us?
Oh no, there
Yeah,
you go.
Oh.
they had technical difficulties. My bad.
There he is.
Yeah, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. I could give all my flowers to Rick Carlisle, but obviously we still got Sunday. OKC going back home, and I guess they gonna close it out back home. I guess it's fun to win it on your home court, but come on, man, this should
So
not
what's
been
your
a series,
percentages?
man.
So what's your percentage that you got to win in this game? Game 7.
I'm gonna say 50. I'm gonna say 50. It's not.
That's a
No, it
great
gotta be
percentage
51 because 50-50 ain't
for
gonna
the
get no
home
win.
court at least, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta go one up like how I did. I said 51-49 OKC. And
I know. I'm
they
gonna
not
say 50.
playing like they that much better than the Indiana
Yeah,
Pacers,
right.
dog.
When
Yeah, you right. I want to sit here and say how bad I think they the better team, but I can't say that, man. After what I seen yesterday, I really can't say that, bro. It shouldn't even went to game 7. It shouldn't. And as far as I wanted to go game 7, it shouldn't even went game 7. Like I said, I had them in 5. It shouldn't even went past 6. It shouldn't went past 6. If y'all the better team, 68 wins, y'all clearly the better team. For 80, 84 wins, clearly the better team. But this team has been as good as that team since January 1st. So I'm not going to sit here and just not credit the Pacers. Like, no, I'm not going to do that.
right,
Shout out
You're
to the
right.
Pacers, shout out to Rick Carlisle.
Since
But
January 1st, those two franchises got the most consistent
right,
wins in the NBA.
right,
So
right. So, man, go ahead, man. Go ahead,
yeah, drop
man. Go
knowledge
ahead.
on us, man. Drop
um,
knowledge on us.
Too many
for me,
turnovers.
man, I wasn't shocked, man. We all said that we had the Pacers covering the spread. So I mean, listen, if you took the Pacers in the points, then you won yesterday. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, the betting wise, we had y'all back. You feel what I'm saying? Outside of that, we kind of was off on the our breakdown or expectations of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and this is just an indication of how young that they are. You get what I'm saying? This is a must take it game. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, y'all didn't put up a fight like Ryan said. After the first 3 minutes, it's game over. 32. What was it? 62 to 32 in the
Yep,
first half. After the first after they went up 10-2, I believe.
yep.
62 to 32 with the Larry O'Brien on the line, bro. Come on, man. What are we doing?
What
What are
you
we doing?
doing?
This is why when we were saying are they one of the best teams that in recent history, I say no. You know why? Because I don't think they put fear in anybody, bro.
Right,
Like if you were to stack them up against any team, yes, they're good. But they don't put no fear in you like the Warriors with Steph Curry, like the
right,
Heat with
No,
LeBron and Dwayne Wade, like the
right,
Lakers with Kobe and Shaq. You feel
right.
what I'm
right.
saying? So they just showing their inability or their immaturity right now, and right now it's all on the line. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the critical part. When they get pushed to game 7, this y'all even teams, bro. It's like Ryan said, we can argue all you want. Y'all even, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It was pushed to game 7. The only other team that took y'all to 7 was Denver. You get what I'm saying? So y'all evenly matched. And to me, like Q said, the only thing that's splitting the hairs when it comes Sunday is them being in Oklahoma City. But like he said, that is not to be underestimated. I was in Milwaukee for Game 3 when they had they only win in that series against the Indiana Pacers. It was raucous. You feel what I'm saying? Them arenas are crazy, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That playoff atmosphere is ridiculous. We're in Philadelphia. When it's playoff time, bro, you feel what
No,
I'm saying? The fans get just as prepared as the players. You You get what I'm saying? That's why the fans in Philly be so disappointed when you ain't out there diving on the floor and just giving your all. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like like Q said, it's great basketball. Shout out to the Indiana Pacers. Shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shout out to Rick Carlisle, man. The move to not press or to not have that press coverage on SGA for the full 93 feet and to back off and kind of force them and clog the lane up and force them to more so just shoot shots and make jump shots. It was a, great chess move, and it really messed up the timing of the Oklahoma City Thunder offense. So they got to be prepared, man. But I got some more questions pertaining to the game, man. Do y'all think the Thunder gave away their chance though, man? Before we get into the breakdown for Game 7, do y'all think they gave away their chance?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question because this is what I was about to say. I think two things happened for sure at the game 6. Two things. One, Rick Carlisle is out coaching
Right.
whatever the coach name
Mike
is for
Dagnall,
OKC. Yeah, what's his name, bro?
Mark
Mike
Dagnall.
Dagnall, Mark
Yeah,
Dagnall.
Dagnall. Carlisle is out coaching Dagnall, and two, the magic of OKC was their defensive prowess. And
Hmm.
that's what I was leaning on. Like, man, I ain't see defense like that in years, right? But is it really
Yep.
that much of the defense they playing, or is the refs allowing them to play a certain way that other teams ain't catch up on? You know how like certain people is passive, right? Some people like, yo, they letting niggas cut the line. I'm cutting the line. Like, you go to the
Yep.
amusement park, you see niggas cutting the line. I mean, I'm
You
cutting
right
the
behind
line.
them.
But
Right.
certain people like chill, man. You gotta abide by the lines, the rules, the rules of the lines and shit, right? So some people go and
Right.
sit, stand in line and wait their turn. Other niggas like, man, I got folks up front, I'm cutting. And that's what I
Right.
mean by this. I feel like when OKC was playing that aggressive ass defense, it looked like maybe they figured something out. Like I'm like, damn, when they become this good, you know what I'm saying? But once the team realized how the refs is calling the game and we could play that same way. Cause trust me,
Right.
the way Indiana looked yesterday, they looked just like OKC on the defense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Claxing
Right.
it on
Right.
niggas, making niggas fumble with the rock, making them
Yep.
not know what they want to do with the ball no more.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
OKC game, and
Yep.
Indiana picked that right up. So if
Great point.
y'all, so to all the other 29 teams in the NBA, or 28 teams in the NBA, the other 28, y'all better put up what they putting down, cause it seemed like they letting players be more aggressive and assertive on D in the NBA now. So, but in
Yep.
terms of could this throw them off, yo, to lose by 30 points, yo, that is going to mess with your emotions, cause now you like, yo, we gotta play mistake free basketball or this team gonna beat us.
Right.
Before, when you lose to a team by 1 and 2, it's like, man, they got lucky
Yeah.
tonight. They ain't
Right.
get lucky
Hmm.
yesterday. They took it.
Right.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
to me, it is some concern if you think OKC gonna close out game 7, man. It ain't gonna be no walk in the park
Right.
unless they had that same favor in OKC that Indiana just had with the help of the crowd and just making shots. It could get there OKC. But
It's gonna be a tight one. It's gonna be a
it's going.
dog
I
fight.
think
It's
it's gonna
gonna
be a
be a
tight one,
scrappy
but
joint.
it's gonna lean
It's
towards
gonna be a scrappy
OKC
joint.
because the
Trust
fan
me.
base. I feel like the fan base
Game
going.
7,
Yeah,
that's gonna be scrappy. But
but
to
if it
Q
ends up
point,
being a 30
21
point
turnovers
blowout,
for the Thunder. 21 turnovers.
yeah,
21 turnovers. Yeah.
yeah,
Turnovers and missed 3-point shots. What they was one for like 17? That ain't
yeah,
going to cut it.
Before, I mean, I think they hit 8, but that was like when the game they hit like 7 of them when the game was completely over. You
yeah.
get what
Because
I'm
at one
saying?
point they was like 1 for 8. So
Yeah,
I
it was
mean that
like,
was before the half. They was like 1 for 8 before the half. So
Yep.
yeah, but when
They
the
was
game got
8 for
over, yeah,
30,
when they
but
started
like
making
heading into
some,
the fourth quarter, I believe they was like one for like Ron said, like
yeah,
1 for
let's
17
say
or
like
something.
11. Yeah, they
yeah,
was they
something
couldn't handle
crazy,
that.
something
And
crazy.
when he put the bench in and they tried to make a comeback, it was already too late.
Yeah, I
But
see Caruso miss a couple open shots. So yeah, like I
it was
said,
like,
man,
it was
they be having the looks.
different.
OKC be having the looks. They just can't make the shots.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, but
Yep.
the
And that's what
turnovers
it
too,
was.
though.
They
Turnovers.
said, listen, we seen what SGA and Jalen Williams can do. They gonna carry y'all. You feel what I'm saying? They
Right,
dominated the past 2 games. They said we gonna make somebody else beat us. You get what I'm saying? We're
right,
not gonna give the lane up to J Dub because he's too big. He's too big. He's too athletic. Once he get in the paint, he unstoppable on the Pacers. So they clawed the lane on him, and we know SGA love to live in the lane and on the mid range. So they forced everybody else to try to beat him from the perimeter. And they just, like Ron said, they wasn't knocking down them shots. You get what I'm saying? But we've been saying that the whole series. Coming into the series, we said turnovers was going to be key. Whoever, and that's how the games have gone. Whoever can create the turnovers and take care of the ball is the team that's winning the games. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying?
both of these
And like
teams
you
like the
said,
run.
once they was like, oh, they letting them play, oh, we gonna start playing and we swiping. You feel what I'm saying? If we catch a wrist and they don't call it, then oh well, we out running. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't like street ball where you got to call ball yourself. No, you go out there and hoop. If they blow the whistle, they blow the whistle. Other than that, you put the pressure on them and you ball. So
Yeah, both of these teams like the run. So the more teams who turn the ball over is going to get outscored.
yep. And if you missing them those 3 point shots, that's leading to long rebounds, and that's easy outlet passes. You get what I'm saying? There's a bunch of what rebounds where the ball didn't even hit the floor. You feel what I'm saying? They just outlet pass, three, outlet pass, dunk. You feel what I'm saying? So
Real rap.
yeah,
And then
man.
if you want to go small, you can't go small on them because you running their game. You can't do that. You have to
Yeah,
put Hartenstein back on the court. You can't go
yeah.
small because you're getting out rebound.
Lean on your strengths. You feel what I'm
Lean on
saying?
your team.
Strength versus strength. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey guys, as y'all enter the chat, like I said, guys, make sure y'all drop the What Up Squad as y'all enter the chat and let us know who y'all got for Game 7. Is it gonna be OKC or do y'all believe that Indiana going do the impossible? Let us know in the
Facts,
chat, guys.
facts. Let us know. Let us know. Squad, squad. With
Real
that
rap.
being said, Game 7 preview is here, man. Let's start it off. What's the key to the game to y'all, man?
The keys to
What's
the
the key
game
to
for me,
Sunday?
the keys to the game for me is Indiana gonna head they back to the wall because they going to the to the opposing team home turf. So y'all got OKC, y'all got that in your back pocket, but the keys got to be Jalen Williams got to be effective. SGA need to be SGA, and the deep and Chet need to be Chet. If those three guys could be those three guys, like how they been all season long, with that gritty defense that y'all kind of patent this season, unless y'all lose to Indiana, because then we're gonna give it to Indiana. But y'all coined it this season. That's all y'all got to do. Be yourselves and show up. Y'all got the comfort of being home, and it was just time to show up, and y'all will win. Don't look for a big win, but look for a win where it's like, all right, these are champs, and OKC put the stamp on the season. But if not, y'all gonna lose because y'all don't want to snooze on Indiana. They keep it moving on teams. You know what I mean? They not want to dwell on the past. Clearly, they don't dwell on the past because the games from 5 to 6 was completely different. So shout out to Indiana. Y'all don't want to get caught snoozing on Indy, man, because they will win. But I'm hoping,
Definitely know.
the main guys from OKC be the main guys and they should secure a victory this year. What you got, Ryan?
Yeah, you just got to go in there with a major confidence. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna
Yeah.
say come with that same energy Game 6 is, but you got to come off. You already won in this building, so just go off that momentum and just try to limit the turnovers. Don't do what they did. Just limit the turnovers. Try to knock down all your key shots out of all the guys you think that's gonna give you some key shots, and they should be fine, man. But on OKC on the other
What they
side,
say to the team on the what's the football movie with Keanu Reeves, Ryan?
replacement,
What'd you say?
the replacement.
The replacements. It ain't no what Gene Hackman tell them guys. It ain't no tomorrow. It ain't
No,
no
Yeah,
tomorrow. So
that's a
playing
fact.
playing this game like it's another one coming, that's the wrong joint. Y'all got to put it all out on the floor of this game, guys. Both
Like this your
teams.
last game. It
Yeah,
is.
ain't no tomorrow for y'all. Ain't no
Biggest
tomorrow.
game of your career, biggest game of your life is going to be Sunday. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Batman and Robin can't be a minus 40 again. They really can't be a minus 40 because if the
Facts.
offense running through you and you, where y'all at? Where y'all
Yeah.
at? I mean, I get it. Luke Dort ain't knocked down a shot. You need him to knock down a shot. Chet, I don't know where he was at. I couldn't
Zero
use
points,
put
no shot.
anything out of him. He still couldn't have came up. Caruso, he was
He
out of
been
sync.
missing all series. Him and Miles Turner.
Right, right. But the bench, I don't know where the bench was at neither. So it was just a complete knockout. They knew they had one more game under the bag, and they know they home. So hopefully they bring the energy. So and for us, we in for a good one. Hopefully we in for a good one. So I'm gonna just say that the better team with the less turnovers definitely taking this game.
Oh, for sure. That's a great key right there. That was going to be my number one key was turnovers. Whoever has the less amount of turnovers is going to win this game. You would think with the Thunder being home, with that ruckus crowd that they'd be able to take care of the ball a lot better than the Indiana Pacers. So we'll see how that goes. But I definitely want to say, I want to put this on two players in my opinion that come off the bench for each player. But one player has been dominating the series in the past. I'm gonna say what 2, 3 games, and the other player has kind of faded away, and that's T.J. McConnell versus Alex Caruso. I think whoever has the better game out of those two, or if Alex Caruso can come off the bench and at least keep pace with TJ, because we know that they really not slowing TJ down. I don't know why they not guarding him. I don't know why they not closing the space on him. I don't know why they keep daring him to score and he just keep knocking down shots instead of tightening up the defense and trying to make it a little bit tougher on him. But TJ is on the tear right now. We know he's gonna show up. Alex Caruso to start off the series was on the tear last series. This entire run, he's been a great bench player for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I think that's the one player off of the bench that they got to be able to rely on. He's the only champion on that roster. They won it in the bubble, but listen, Alex Caruso, he definitely got to lead that bench to keep pace with Indiana Pacers because we know. Listen, one thing to me, T.J. McConnell and I believe Obi Toppin have been the two most consistent players on the Pacers, in my opinion. So we know that their bench is going to show up. You get what I'm saying? And that's a rarity. So that for me is going to come down to that bench, and I'm looking for Alex Caruso to lead that bench for Oklahoma City. And then Ron spoke on it. Chet, is you going because I could see a circumstance where J Dub and SGA have B games and they lose because Chet didn't show up. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
So Chet, listen, man, you're supposed to be a part of that big three. In that commercial, it ain't just J Dub and SGA. It's
right,
Chet, SGA, and J Dub. You feel
right.
what I'm saying? So step up, be one of the big three, and bring it home. You feel what I'm saying? But I do think that it's ultimately going to come down to the turnover factor.
What up? What up? What
Oh,
up,
who y'all
Alexa?
got? Hold on, man. I got some more. Over under for 20. Game 7, Holly.
I'm gonna say over because you have to have this one game where
Why?
you all right. He showed up, so I'm gonna say game 7. Why not make it game 7?
You say over 20?
Over 20.
What about you, Q? All right, cool. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with damn over under 20 for Halliburton game 7. I'm gonna say over too. I'm gonna say over. That ain't a good sign for the Thunder though. That ain't a
No,
good sign.
no.
So, but I'm gonna go over. It's a good sign for a good game. I'll tell you that. Dag, what happened to Q? He dropped out the. He got technical difficulties. What's going on, Broski?
No, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Oh, all right. What you got for Halliburton? Over under for 20. You got over or under Sunday.
I feel like because OKC gonna be playing with a lot of grit. I'm gonna say under because like we just noticed he ain't even had to score 20 to win. So why would I expect him to score 20 on the losing effort? You know what I mean? I feel like he gonna be hovering around the dub though. He gonna be hovering around the dub. I just think
Oh yeah. That's why
OKC
I was kind of stuck. I don't see him going for like no 30 burger or nothing. Where
no,
you feel what I'm saying?
not
So I
game
definitely
seven,
think it's
not
gonna
game
be in
seven
that
to
range.
OKC, not game seven to
Nah,
OKC.
nah,
It's the guys
nah.
like Obi Toppin that might get off, you know what I mean, a little more than what we think. It ain't gonna be the
I mean,
stars. It ain't gonna be Siakam been balling, guys. I feel like
facts,
that's the question we're
facts.
gonna have to ask if they do win the championship. Like,
That's
who's the
coming
real
up.
MVP? Is it
That's
Siakam
definitely
or is it
coming up. Finals
Halliburton?
MVP for each team. You feel me? We got to give all this now because I don't know. I mean, we might do a immediate reaction after Game 7, but we damn sure ain't doing a show before Game 7. So we got to get
Yeah,
all that shit out the way now. Yeah, man. So
yeah.
yeah, man. But if the Thunder do lose, is this a collapse? Would y'all call this a choke job by the Thunder if they lost Game 7?
Go ahead, Ryan. You take it, Ryan.
Yes. It has to be. It has to be because you're the number one seed. You've been the number one team the whole season, and you conquered the one seed throughout the Wild Wild West. You've been you got the MVP. You got a Robin. You got a Chet. Yeah, you have to conquer the championship. You lose when you was up 3-2. This is a failure. It's a huge failure. After failing last year, didn't even make it to the finals. This is a failure. It has to be. It has to be a failure. You can't. You gotta conquer the. You gotta conquer the championship. You have to. With the MVP on your team, you had the. What they had six. They had a six man. They just had the MVP. That's all they had. That's all they had. The MVP.
Yeah, no, but J Dub was was first team, well,
The
no,
first team,
third
the first
team
player, right?
all pro and third team all defense, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a
So
failure.
he was all pro and all defense. So you feel what I'm
That's a
saying?
failure. And it was up
That
three
ain't nothing to
two.
sneeze at. You
And
know
it
what
was up
I'm
10-2. And it was up ten
saying?
two in game six. So
Alexa
it's a
two on five
failure.
said Pacers gonna win easy. I don't know about an easy one, Alexa. I don't know about that one, my dear. Yeah, man.
Let's
That
see.
if the Pacers blow out OKC and OKC, we will talk about this collapse, this choke job, as
Yeah.
possibly the biggest collapse choke job in history, sports history, bro. Sports
That's
history. Maybe since I would say I would only one I would maybe say was worse was probably what was that? The Yankees when they was up 3-0 on the Red Sox, and then the Red Sox came back and they ended up breaking a 50-plus year streak of
Curse.
not winning the World Series. You get what I'm saying? That's the only one I would probably say. But when you think about the disparity of team, even though they were down 2-1, the fact they've been the best team in the NBA record wise the past 2 seasons to be this close to get
It's
blown
funny
out at
because
home would just be.
it's funny
I couldn't even
how
I wouldn't be able to wrap my
a
head around it if they got blown out, bro.
I
failure.
will say this though. Alexa 215 and Queen Alexis together, man. They've been riding the paces all postseason. So I
Facts.
mean,
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to
OKC,
y'all.
yeah, shout out to y'all. But OKC to me is the team, and they got more. They got more to. I don't want to say more to gain because if Indiana win this one, I don't think Indiana going nowhere. I remember like last episode, Ryan Money was trying to, basically say like I don't see how they're gonna be better than Boston and all these other teams. I don't see them. They're not suffering from no injuries. They play well
That's a fact.
together. I just don't think the Pacers fall off, especially with a compromised Celtics team. I feel like the Pacers gonna be in position to run it back with OKC next season.
What's good, Trey? Pacers and Southern. Was that your official prediction before the series started? That's what I want to know, brother. You feel what I'm saying? But shout
There's
out
a
to
lot
Trey.
of
We
people
trying to
going
get my guy back
Pacers,
on the show later on. You feel what I'm saying? We trying to bring him back slowly but surely. We gonna get
bro. It's
Trey
a
back
lot
on the
of
show.
people
You feel what
going
I'm saying?
Pacers, man. I'm getting worried for OKC, man. It's a lot of people like Pacers. It's a
Hey,
lot of
listen, we
people
ain't give
saying it.
our official prediction yet, so all of ours was wrong. So we open and free to
And to
predict Game
jump ship
Seven
if we
as we
got to.
see.
You
As we
Right.
absolutely,
see. You know
This
what
is
absolutely.
so.
I'm
This is
saying?
so. You can call me a dummy. I won't even be mad at you. I'm gonna just laugh it off. Yeah, because I'm a real dummy. I had OKC in five, so
I had
yeah, call me
OKC in
dummy.
Listen,
five
man.
too.
You
Listen,
call me a dummy.
a lot of pundits had OKC in five. You feel what I'm saying? I know I was feeling good yesterday, and they got the shit smacked out of them. You feel what I'm saying? To force a Game 7. I feel like I was about to come in like, yeah, man. Told y'all I know this bullshit. I'll just play football, baby. Nah, man. So it is what it is. But yeah, man. If they was to lose this, it'll be a terrible collapse on OKC, man. It'd be a historic collapse in my opinion.
Fact.
But like you said, who y'all MVP? Either way, if it
uh,
go either way, who y'all MVP for both teams?
I think eh, to me the best player on the Pacers is Halliburton. I just think if they win, it's gonna be because of Siakam. Siakam when he turns into that when he turn that gear up, he can't be. Yo, the boy ain't got the prettiest game, but he got effective game. He could score. Siakam could score, and he's a champion already. So it's
I
time
mean,
for us to
that dunk
start
was
putting more respect
nasty. It
on
wasn't pretty, but
Siakam name.
it
So
was
to me,
historic.
unless Halliburton have a 30, 15, and 10 type of game or 38 and 8, I think Siakam gonna get it if the Pacers win. But if OKC win, that's it's only going to one man. It's only going to one man. The one man that been winning shit all season long. SGA, and that's just what it is.
That's a fact. That's
But
a
I'm going
fact. Go ahead,
Siakam for the
Ron.
Pacers.
Yeah, SGA for the Thunder because I don't see nobody. I mean, Robin he showed up, but he wasn't averaging what SGA was averaging all series. So you got to give
Nah,
it. He put up another 35, like close to 40 game.
he
You got
could
to
have
give
won it if he would have led him to a Game 6 win yesterday because he had a 40 burger in Game 5. But I mean, he
right.
just spilled out his plus minus yesterday. I think he's still in the running, but like Q said,
Right.
SGA definitely the lead horse right
SGA
now.
got 35. on Sunday and they win, he's definitely getting MVP. But the Pacers, this kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? I like Siakam. Yeah, if the Pacers win and T.J. McConnell hadn't had anything to do with it, he got to get it. He got to
That's
get
my
it.
dark horse.
I'll
That's
say
my
TJ,
dark horse.
Yeah, he
because
definitely a top five candidate though. He definitely a top five candidate. If we had to put like five people who could win it, TJ McConnell would be in my top
He
five.
got to be in the
I ain't gonna lie.
conversation. He got to be in the convo.
he been the spark plugs off the bench that you need. If you got a car and it needs spark plugs, just holler at TJ McConnell. He
Call
got all the
TJ.
Yeah, he got you. TJ got you.
he go right the autos on and know where alley and he's just bringing them joints right back. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say TJ,
Right.
even though I think Halliburton will win it.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go SGA on OKC side, and of course J Dub as a dark horse. If SGA just don't show up and J Dub happen to lead the team game 7 to a victory, you get what I'm saying? I leave some room for J Dub to sneak in there. But as far as on the Pacers side, I'm gonna lean towards Pascal just because of the numbers. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? The consistency, and you know they're gonna look at the numbers. But listen, man, if I was the way I'm looking at it. I do think TJ is probably the MVP. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't see him. I don't see him winning it. You feel what I'm
No,
saying?
he ain't gonna win it. He
I
ain't
think
gonna
he's
win
gonna get maybe a vote or two, but
it. Yeah.
overall they gonna have to give it to somebody that's playing 30
Or
plus
can
minutes a
or
night.
can we
You know what I'm
say this? If the Pacers win, this might be the series where the loser get the MVP. You know what I'm saying? Because
No, they never going back to that, Ryan. Ain't never
you
going
know
back
think
to
so?
that.
saying?
No.
Nah, and nobody was that dominant on who would you give it to on OKC? Because if they lose, I mean that would mean SGA and J Dub probably didn't have their best game. You get what I'm saying? So
Hey, you
For
still got
somebody from OKC to win that
you have a
ride
better
after
game.
a loss, bro,
I mean,
I don't got to
I
doing
didn't
that.
want to see it anyway. I didn't want to see that shit when it happened. I'm like, no, that's corny. Like that's whack.
right, right.
But you really can't give it to Halliburton for real. We wasn't doing
Oh
nothing.
no. I think Holly out the discussion, man, which is I ain't gonna say sad because I mean they are where they are. They play as a unit. That's what something that Q has reiterated since the start of the playoffs is that they play as a unit. We don't know where they're gonna get their points from, and this is literally shown in Game 6. You got 6 players with double figures. You get what I'm saying? So listen, man, Halliburton just want to win. You know what I mean? He got the
Right.
bag, he got the max, he got the signature sneaker deal. You get what I'm saying? But I will say this: I think Jason Tatum played better overall in the finals than Tyrese Halliburton did this year.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right.
It was the series before where Tatum. It was the Eastern Conference Final where Jalen Brown kind of put his name in the hat. But in
Right,
terms of the
right.
finals, I think Tatum played better than Brown for real, for real. But
And
only thing
let the
Halliburton,
team.
me personally, I think Halliburton. If the Pacers win, I would say give it to Halliburton. But you don't want it to be a game where Siakam got 45. You know what I mean? He go for
Hmm.
45 or 40, and you got 20, 10, and 10. That's a triple double. We all get it. But that shit ain't no 45 and win. I'm giving it to the boy that probably got 45, 6, and 7. You know what I'm saying? Them assists
Facts.
you got is cool, but they ain't that 45 that he just put up. So
Assists is only assists if somebody put the ball in the bucket. You feel what I'm saying? We need them buckets, baby. You feel me? We need them buckets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's a
But
stat.
yeah, that's
The nigga
let
who
us
got the
know who
best.
y'all got for MVP on each team and what y'all think the odds are that Halliburton or McConnell could win MVP for the Indiana Pacers. Throw that in the chat, man. Throw that in the chat for us, gang. Squad. Let's go over to some NFL news, though, man. We got the normal rundown that's going on, but we got some progression in a lot of this news, man. And I just want to know what y'all opinion is. We spoke on the Bengals yesterday. I mean, we spoke on the Baltimore Ravens yesterday. We're going to speak on the Cincinnati Bengals right now. Updates on Trey Hendrickson and his contract talks. They say that they're in talks, but it's a stalemate. What's your opinion on this, or what's your opinion on this, Ron? Until Q jump back in on stage. Will a deal get done, man? And what are the Bengals doing? What are they thinking? Why all these games? Why are they asking Trey Hendrickson to play one more year and then they going? Why are they trying to ask him to play just one more year, bro?
I mean, they must know they're gonna have this money the following year instead of this year. That's all I'm saying because they telling him to take less. They telling them to take the less money and wait
They
till
said
next
that the
year.
past they've been saying that the past 2 years to the man. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't know what the hell they talking about. And you see the market. We always, like, I don't understand. Like you come out and tell this man what he not worth. How he's the sack leader. What do you
Facts.
mean? He's the
Right.
only option in the defense that you know is a A plus. Everybody else is why we
He's
had these guys.
31 this year, I believe, or it'd be 30 this year.
I
31.
think he's 30.
Yeah, so that ain't old. You feel what I'm saying? When you got
Right.
Vaughn Miller out here still getting major checks. You know what I'm saying?
We don't even know if we are locked in the playoffs. So you gonna tell me I still gotta wait and we still got the Bills, the Ravens,
hmm
KC. Like, come on,
KC,
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go. Yeah, y'all tripping. I'm gonna go
Aaron
try to.
Rodgers just signed in the division. Y'all know y'all want me to get after Aaron Rodgers. I know
Y'all
y'all want
got
me to get
Lamar
on
in
Aaron
the
Rodgers' ass.
division. Like, come on, man. Old ass Aaron Rodgers. Like, you don't want me to go smack him up?
Right. I know y'all want me to do that.
We got young, fresh legs MVP Lamar Action Jackson. You don't want me to go try and
Y'all
tackle him?
know y'all want me chasing his ass around.
Who else gonna chase him? Who else gonna chase him? So you telling me I
Facts.
gotta wait till the following year after I just came off a career that I just had to get
Yep.
paid? Come on, man. Trade me now because I want to go to other teams that that can win. That I think I can help them win Super Bowls, and they gonna pay me. Like, what are y'all
Yep.
doing? Like, what's
They
this?
pay
This is
their asses.
that's so
If
weird. When
Trey
I heard
Hendrickson was
that,
on the bird, y'all would have paid him 2 seasons ago, bro. If he was on the Niners, we would have paid him 2 seasons ago, bro.
come
You feel what
on,
I'm
man.
saying? So it's just certain organizations they know. All right, we got to get this done
Gotta pay him
now
more.
before.
Pay
You
him
feel what
more
I'm
after
saying? Like,
you have to go through this. That's why I
yep,
fucked with hiring. You get these deals
yep,
done now. So at the end
yep,
of the time, when the time comes, they already paid. And they be
yep.
like, oh no, I could take another cut. How you paid me already? We won
Facts.
the Super Bowls. My man,
Yep,
Dallas Goddard just took a $4 million cut because he didn't want to leave.
yep. And
You
that's how
see,
I know
Joe
when you
Kennedy
at those
got paid.
when you at those organizations. You get what I'm saying? Because you want to stay in there. You got a camaraderie with the guys. You get what I'm saying? And like you said, you've already probably got a signing bonus from a major contract that you previously signed. So it's like, all right, I'll look out. You feel what I'm saying? To spread the wealth a little bit. You feel what I'm saying?
Team just went to the three best, the three out of the 3 years, they just went to two Super Bowls. Why would I leave?
Yep, yep,
Keep that money to whoever you got to pay, and I work
yep,
and I do what I got to do to try to get my $4 million that I missed out on. That's nothing. The money gonna come. If we win the
yep.
Super Bowls, I don't want to leave.
Especially in Philly. You know, Philly is a money making town. He gonna make so much money just off endorsements in Philly. He might make that 4 million up right there. You feel what I'm saying? Like on some real talk. You talk about like just the Xfinity. You feel all the major Fortune 500 companies that's based in Philadelphia. It's like his local endorsements alone probably would make up for that. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, but the tight end market, Kittle just got paid, and Trey McBride just got paid, and I kind of feel how he feel. You know what I'm saying? He think he one of the top tight ends in the league.
Hmm.
Man, but this boy had 19 sacks or 20
Right.
sacks, whatever how many sacks he had, and y'all talking
Hmm.
about, well, wait till next year. What are you talking about? Who gonna sack quarterbacks if I leave? He they
Right.
best player on their defense. If he leave, who do they have on their defense? Because they already lost a couple of linebackers.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know who else on their
What you
defense.
call it? What's his name? That was on the other side. Sam Hubbard. He already retired.
He retired. I don't even think they went. Did they go defense in the draft?
Yeah, we gonna talk about the rookie, Shamar Stewart. We gonna talk about Shamar Stewart. You know what
Like, he in a dispute.
I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
tripping over there. They better get their vibe right. This,
Yeah,
I,
man.
I got love for the things, but they is tripping. It's about to be July. It's about to be August. It's coming around, bro. This it's creeping.
Mm.
When is they gonna get
Facts.
this done?
Facts.
They best player. This is your best defensive player, and you don't nobody. You talking about next year? All right, okay, all right. Call me when y'all ready. Call me when
And
you
not
talk about
only
a
that,
trade.
you see what they players do when they leave, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like DJ Reader fell off when he left. It's not like Jesse Bates fell off when he left. Like, these dudes still all pros. So they got to take care of that. You feel what I'm saying? What's your opinion, though, Q? Like, what's going on over there in Cincinnati, and will this deal get done? And Ron, do you think officially? Do you think they? Do you have confidence that the deal will get done?
Man, uh, I don't got no confidence because we already know about the financial woes that's going on with Cincinnati. So I ain't really confident, but I think it should get done.
Of
If you
course.
want any, you know, he's the lone light on y'all defense right now as of today.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
but if he willing to play ball and work out the deal the following season, if I'm the owners, I ain't tripping about that neither. So as a Bengal supporter, I hope they figure it out because I want them to compete with Baltimore. I want them to compete with the
Hmm.
Steelers. I want them to compete with Cleveland. I mean,
Hmm.
each one of these teams got players that we could point to that's looking to improve the squad. So
Yep.
Cincinnati better figure it out, man, because the AFC North ain't never been a division that you could take lightly. Yeah, I mean the Steelers gonna always give their best effort. Baltimore gonna always give their best effort. Cincinnati not so true. You know what I mean? And this a history that supersedes what's going on today. I mean, Cincinnati had okay teams in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yep.
On
Yep.
paper, to me, this the best team they ever had.
Corey
So y'all
Dillon
gotta
and
figure that out. Y'all gotta
Right,
figure that out.
right,
Y'all
right,
gotta figure that out.
right.
facts, man. It's always been an issue in Cincinnati. This is nothing new to them.
Always, always.
And it's just sad. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm not a Bengals fan. They the residential Bengals fan. My team over there in the north is the Bengals. I mean the Bengals, the
Baltimore,
Baltimore Ravens. I definitely
yeah.
rock with the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. It also started with my brother though. He was a huge Ray Lewis fan. You get what I'm saying? So like it kind of ran in the family. Also, why I'm a Niners fan is because of my brother, but that's besides the point. But yeah, man, it's sad though. You feel what I'm saying? Because regardless of what we say when we argue up here, bro, like you want, like when you see certain things going on in the NFL and teams doing what they got to do to build certain teams around these quarterbacks, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like no matter what we say, like Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl. He played great, bro.
Played
He
great.
played great in the first Super Bowl, but they built an awesome team around this dude. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because they believed in him. And I'm
But that's
pretty
the
sure the
knock too,
Bengals
though,
believe
Miz.
in Joe Burrow just as much, bro.
But look,
Invest
that's the
in this
knock.
man like it's going to come back. You
Facts.
get
Jalen
what I'm
Hurts, he
saying?
get the Jason Tatum treatment. I think those two players get the same type of treatment when you surrounded by a great team, great staff. The
True.
things you do that put your team over
Yeah,
the
but the
top, you never gonna get the
superstar,
credit for. You never
But
gonna
the
get the
key to
credit
it
superstar,
for.
all is you got to build a team, or even with Patrick Mahomes. You get what I'm saying? He came in. You got Tyreek Hill. You got a dude that you automatically is taking the top off the defense, and they don't know that you got a rocket launcher for an arm. So it's automatically the NFL is taking a haymaker from that offense because of how they built that. You get what I'm saying? Not to mention the defense was still good. They had Tyron Matthew at that time. They had some playmakers on that side of the ball. You get what I'm saying? So for me, the Bengals just got to look at themselves in the mirror and really say, ask themselves, do they believe in Joe Burrow the way that everybody else believes in their quarterbacks? We were just talking about Lamar Jackson because all those moves do put all the pressure on Lamar Jackson because it's like, bro, y'all got the pieces now. You feel what I'm saying? But you
No
can't say that with the
excuses.
Bengals, bro.
No
You can't.
excuses.
There's no way you can say that with the Bengals when they had a terrible defense last year. Y'all refused to address it. Y'all don't want to play the people that y'all don't want to pay the people that did perform on that defense. What the fuck
right.
is y'all doing? Y'all just expected Joe Burrow to go out there and play flawless, and he
Put up a
did. And
100%
y'all
rebound.
still didn't make the motherfucking playoffs. You feel what I'm
Yo,
saying? So it's like,
right, right,
to me, it's head scratching when you know you got that talent in the building. Okay, y'all brought the receivers back, but what is? We know this
right,
is an ultimate team game, bro. Y'all also need to invest in that offensive line. Y'all also need to get a running back there. No, now don't get me wrong. What's his name? The kid from
right,
Illinois, Chase, he good. I
right,
like the ball Chase,
right.
the running back Chase,
Yeah,
but they
Chase
got to invest
Brown.
in the offensive line. Yeah, Chase Brown. Like they got to invest in the offensive line. They got to invest in the defense. You get what I'm saying? So to me, it's shocking and sad when you see all these moves that's happening in the NFL. And you got a franchise that pay doesn't want to pay a player that's already performed for them. Like
Right.
where do they do that at?
Right. Right. It's crazy.
Led the
That's
league in
crazy.
sacks the past 3 seasons, bro. Like where do they do that at, bro?
And I believe the Bengals is the only professional team in Cincinnati. So when you only got one team for real, it's like I don't want to hear about no financial woes, bro. Y'all got one sports
Facts.
franchise. Y'all better
And like
bag
you
them.
said, they've been
Oh, they
winning
got two.
since
They got the
the
Reds,
'80s.
the Cincinnati Reds, the Cincinnati Reds. They got
Right,
two.
in the Reds. Right.
Right,
But
right,
y'all been winning since the '80s. They've been definitely the dominant franchise in Cincinnati. You feel what I'm
right,
saying? Ohio's a football state.
right.
Come on, man. Y'all got to get it right, man. Get it fixed, bro. Because it shouldn't even be just already paying Trey Hendrickson and getting Shamar Stewart in there so he can be getting some lessons from Trey Hendrickson on how to attack quarterbacks and what the NFL, what to expect once he hit the field in the NFL. Y'all should be adding players like how the Baltimore Ravens went after Jair Alexander, how the Eagles in every draft was like, you know what we gonna do? We just gonna draft everybody from Georgia, bro. That's what we gonna do, and they ain't gonna stop us. You feel what I'm
At
saying? How
first,
the
that was
Eagles went
looking
out there and
shaky.
they aggressively got AJ Brown for Jalen Hurts, bro. You got to do these things, bro.
Yo, at
So
first, bro, if we ain't win the Super Bowl, I was gonna clown that move, yo. But we won it, so it looked like a perfect
and then
move
look
now.
and look at the foundation as well, because it's like Nolan Smith. Y'all expecting
Yeah,
him to blossom even more this
yeah,
year?
yeah.
Can't a soul fucking block Jalen Carter. You feel
yeah.
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Fuck out of here, man. But then you got Kenyon Mitchell. You feel what I'm saying? Cooper DeJean. Like when you look at the moves that certain teams are doing, it blows you away. And then you look at the Bengals. Y'all don't even want to pay the players that are performing for y'all. Like
That's
that's
weird.
sad, man. Get it right,
That's
bro. You feel what I'm saying? Get it right, dog.
right. Right. Get it
Because
right.
y'all should be up there competing. Y'all got one of the four kings, bro. He went to the Super Bowl his first 4 years as starter. Get it right, bro. It shouldn't be his only Super Bowl appearance because y'all can't build a team around him, bro. Period. Yeah, man. Jalen Ramsey, man. What y'all expecting, man? It's looking like they saying he want to get back to LA, either the Chargers or the Rams. What do y'all think would be the better fit, the Chargers or the Rams for Jalen Ramsey?
uh, that's a good question. I do feel like he can help whatever team I feel like he can help. So I don't know about any bad blood stories that was left with the Rams organization. So
Hmm. Hmm.
going off of history, I'm gonna say he should go back to the Rams, but I do think he could help out the Chargers too. So
Hmm.
um, talking about Ramsey just made me think about somebody that just retired from Baltimore. They used to play for Baltimore. CJ Mosley retired, right?
Yep, yep. Linebacker from the Jets and the
Yeah, man,
Ravens. Yep.
his career went kind of fast. I feel like he just got drafted. But anyway,
That's how you
I
know we
think
old, bro. That's how you
That,
know we old, bro.
yeah, I feel like he just got CJ Mosley. I remember the draft he was in and
Facts, bro.
everything.
That's how I felt too. But then it was like, no, he been in the league for 10 years. Damn, ten
That was
years
a
went by
fast
that
10.
fast, bro.
yeah.
So I do think he could help the Chargers out. But if you want familiarity, go back to the Rams, man, because both teams will be in the playoff picture. I don't know if they're gonna
Hmm.
make the playoffs, but they will be in the playoff picture. So I think he can
Right.
help either or team though. But as far as familiarity, me personally, I'm going to back to the Rams. I know the organization. I'm familiar with the organization and the staff, so I'm going back there. Unless it was some bad blood, then I'm taking my ass to the Chargers. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I'm the type
I
of boy when
mean,
I be leaving my jobs, it be dudes there, but I be like, man, I don't never want to see that person again. I ain't going back. Ain't no way I'm going back there. So if he got that type of energy, the Chargers probably he might need
The
somewhere
right
new.
spot.
Yeah, he might need
Right.
somewhere new.
man, you fuck them Pisces, man. They the realest. You know what I'm saying? They
I ain't
gonna speak.
going back. I ain't
They,
going back.
they gonna speak their real shit. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna listen to the Pisces. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
ain't
yeah,
going back.
yeah. But I like I like both of them teams. You know what I'm saying? He won the Super Bowl with the Rams, but I'll say go with the Chargers, man. Go with the Chargers because that defense was a good defense. They ain't give up that many points last year. They only gave up 14 points last year. So
They still got Asante Samuel Jr.
wait,
I
yeah.
think
So
so.
huh?
They still got
They still got
Asante Samuel
Samuel.
Jr.
I think he a free agent. Ah,
Oh,
yeah. I think he a free agent, or he on contract. He on contract. I don't know what's going on. I heard the Eagles was linked to him.
That'll be a crazy John.
that'd be a crazy job.
That'd
Yeah,
definitely
I
be
heard the
crazy.
Eagles was linked to Asante Samuel Jr. So I don't know what's going on, but I think he's still on the team though. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna trade him and all that, but. I'll go if I'm Jalen Ramsey. I'm going to the Chargers. I like the Rams too though. But I heard he was liking all the Steelers players photos online and shit. Talk about he wanted to go to what is it, a team? It said a team out of the West Coast, but it said something about like a playoff team or some shit like that. And he started liking DK Metcalf, Foles.
Oh, the Steelers, right?
He was
He
starting. He
started
started
doing
like
a bunch of
a
Steelers stuff. That is
They
true. What you
said
say? What
whoever
you
gets
feel
Jalen
about that?
Hurts,
Well, all right, throw that team in there. You think that'll be a better team, Q? That'll be a better fit, Pittsburgh.
yeah, you got two veteran quarterbacks that won the Super Bowl. Why not? If they still can run
Yeah.
with these receivers, why not? But
And he
they
definitely
got to
got
pick
the
up that 20
attitude.
million. They got to pick up that $20 million contract. I don't know, 31. I don't know. Darius Slay can still do it. I don't know. I might have to do it. These boys won the Super Bowl, bro. So the same way how we treat these quarterbacks, you got to treat these cornerbacks because that's a crazy position too, bro. You got to run
Yeah.
out here with Dennis. You got to run
Yeah.
out here with Jamar Chase. Like, come on, bro. Like, cut these boys some slack, bro.
Do you think he can still run with these wide receivers? That's what I was going to say because that's why I was going to say
I mean,
possibly
he
the
way
San
younger than
Francisco
Darius Slay at
49ers.
31.
You look
He's
at
way
what you
younger
said.
than Slay. Slay 34. Got it. Go downstairs. No.
Yeah, but Slay was always more of a shifty speed cornerback anyway. You feel what I'm saying? Like I always felt like he was more a ball hawk than Jalen anyway. Like I feel like Jalen more of like a Sherman type. You get what I'm saying? A Nambi type. Like he uses size and his length, but I
Yeah.
never thought he was like a burner. You get what I'm saying? Like he could
Yeah.
keep up with dudes. So you being older now, you damn sure are probably a little bit slower. I mean, to me, like I said, I would probably go with the Rams because I feel like just the wide receiver is not that big of a threat. And in the in the NFC West. You think about my Niners, we got IU coming back off a ACL injury. You got
Right.
Ricky Pearsall. Then you go over there to Seattle. Yeah, you got what the most explosive receivers probably Jackson Smith and Jig, but
That's all the receivers he
he
had.
got to show something. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But Cooper Cup not that explosive no more out there in Seattle. And then
Right.
you got Arizona who got Marvin Harrison Jr. But
One
uh,
receiver. Double him
yeah,
all
I feel
day.
like he could. I feel like he could handle Marvin because it's big on big. You know what I'm saying? He's not one of those quick, fast, shifty receivers. You go over to that AFC North, bro, and you going up against T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Zay Flowers, Rashard Bateman. Who else? Well, I mean, the Browns ain't really got no receivers, but I feel like the Ravens and the Bengals definitely present a huge threat at their wide receiver core. So I don't know if he really wants that smoke. And then in the AFC West, I mean, you think about the Chargers is gearing up to put a track team out there as far as Marquise Hollywood Brown. You got Rice coming back, and then you still got the kid that went to Texas. What's his name? Uh, I forgot his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The fucking thin ass little kid. They ran a 4.2 in the
Combine.
combine 2 years ago. So they got a track team out there. The Broncos got some firepower out there, and then the Raiders got some firepower. So for me, if I'm Jalen, I'd probably like Q said, if as long as it ain't no bad blood, you know Sean McVay, you know the system, I'd probably go back out there to Los Angeles to play with the Rams out there in
For
that
real.
AFC West.
Because like when you're a vet, dog, and you look at yourself a certain way, you try to go to some new territory, you gotta stake
And they
claim, get your
thinking you
name
still
together.
bull.
Yeah.
Right.
So
At
you don't
31,
want to
they
you
got
don't want to go to a new organization where you gotta fight for your rights. Fight for your what you believe that you should get. So the familiar team gonna treat you how you need to be treated because you was there when y'all won the Super Bowl. So
he was on that team. So
yeah, I'm going back to the Rams. I'm going back to the Rams if I had a choice.
hey, that's a good fit. I ain't even mad. Go ahead, player. I
He
think he
said
was the best
Ramsey
player
need
in
to
that
go to the
draft in
Chargers.
2020.
He gonna be getting cooked out there in that AFC West. I don't like that for him. Go out there. Los Angeles already know what they getting themselves into. That's probably why they traded him in the first. I think that was why they traded him because he wanted a contract from them, and they was like, "Bro, I don't think you like that, or not that." It was just like they was coming up to that luxury tax where they had to like pay a lot of people, and they was like, "Ramsey, you just on the outside looking in. Where you want to go, bro?" And he was like, "All right, well,
Yeah.
send me back to Florida." You feel what I'm saying? And Miami was willing to take on a pretty good corner still at that time. So I don't think it's no bad blood over there. I'd definitely go back to LA. I mean,
20
he
million.
definitely could help the Chargers. Don't get me wrong. I think he could help any team because he's
Yeah.
still. You know what I'm saying he bring that bravado. He gonna bring a certain confidence. He gonna bring that aura. But as far as the play, I don't know if he can hang with some of them wide receivers that they got out there in the AFC North or the AFC West. That's just what I'm saying.
Either
But then again,
team. It don't matter. Either team. It's a good fit. Either team.
facts. I mean,
That's
either
the way
way,
to
you
do
feel what I'm saying?
it.
I
Way.
would say this though, if he go to the Steelers, they will feel like an old version of y'all super
Yeah,
team.
the dream
You know what
team.
I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, y'all remember y'all super team
Yeah,
when
the
y'all
yeah.
went out there and
2010
got all
team.
those
The
players?
2010
It would feel
team.
like them, but just the old version. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Like
everybody
the
just old.
Sixers.
You feel
Like
what
the
I'm
Sixers
saying?
when we got Chris Webber and all the
Everybody just
old
old.
dudes. When we
Right,
got
right,
Chris,
right.
Everybody,
And Elton Brand and
everybody,
all them dudes.
we
Yeah.
thought
everybody
we was
in
going to the
the league
chip. We
15
like we
years
got it.
old.
They ain't the same Bulls.
No,
They
they
not
ain't
the
the
No,
same
same.
Bulls.
No.
You know what I
no.
mean?
Like Thomas gonna get fired. 6-12 season. You gonna get
At least the
fired.
Lakers made it to the finals with they old niggas. You know what I'm saying? When they had Carl
Facts.
Malone and Gary Payton, at least
But
they
that's
made
because
it
they
to the
still had that
finals.
young Kobe. You know, Kobe, he still had that fire. He like, listen, bro, we at least making it to the finals, bro. You know what I mean? Kobe and Shaq at least doing that. Let's get over to some more news. We had a hot take from our guy Cam Newton. Shout out to Cam Newton, the first just super athlete at quarterback, in my opinion, man. He kind of was the person that made kind of the mobile quarterbacks take a hit because he never really grew into that passer that I feel like he could have. But a
Right.
great career, man. Shout out to Cam Newton. But he had some comments about Dak Prescott. He said this is a make or break year for Dak. Do y'all agree with
Yeah, they got Joe Mill. They got Joe Millie the third over there now. He's going to be the
him?
starter real soon in Big D. I'm telling y'all, Joe Milton is special. Now they got C.D. Lamb and they got the boy George Pickens. I follow this girl on Thread. She like the biggest George Pickens fan, bro. All she do
Uh-huh.
is talk about George Pickens on Threads. I'm gonna have to add her and tag y'all in the post. But yo, Dak, this to make a break a year for Dak because with Joe Milton behind you, it ain't no room for you to really slip. Because if young boy get in the game, he gonna do to you what you did to Tony Romo. So long, sayonara, arrivederci. You know what I'm saying? It's my team
Arrivederci.
now. Yo, Joe Milton serious, guys. And as an Eagles fan, that bothered me that the Cowboys is lining up to be serious moving forward. Now, Ron Money disagrees with me. He look at me, he think the things I say is crazy, outrageous, obnoxious. But I'm not one of those fans that don't see what they got. I'm the boy that's looking at my grass and I'm looking at your grass across the street. You know what I mean? My shit look green, your shit look greener across the street. So right now, with the Cowboys grass looking real green right now, you know what I'm saying? So maybe
I
if we
don't
go
think it's
across
looking
the
as
street,
green as that midnight green, but
it might not be that green, it might not be that
you
green, but
know
they
what
on
I'm
the
saying?
rise.
But
Harlem is
it's
on the
green, it's
rise,
green.
bro. Yo, Joe Milton though, I just think Joe Milton, with the mobility he has in his arm, yo, that dude could throw the ball. I seen him throw the.
Mhm.
He ran right through the ball all the way to the left of the field and completed the pass with ease. Maybe it's because he was playing the third string, but I seen it with my own eyes. You got the potential, and he got wheels. And I'm always gonna be
Yeah, he
a
fast.
fan of a quarterback with wheels who could throw the ball, who could do
You
both.
gotta put that in
I
your
don't want
game.
that to be a game like Lamar Jackson, but
Right.
if you have
Get
the
out of there. Get
ability
out of
to
there. Don't
run,
want to get out of
run.
there. Don't want to
But I'm
get out of
excited for the Cowboys. As an Eagles fan, I'm excited for the Cowboys. I want to see Joe Milton with that team. I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully the Cowboys go 0-9 so I can see it earlier than I plan on seeing it. Because if they Cowboys start off bad, I don't think this is gonna be one of those years where they allow Dak Prescott to mess up too much. I feel like if they start off hot, they're gonna give it to him. But if he start off bad, guys, we could be looking at Joe Milton real early next season, man.
Mm-mm.
Do either one of y'all think he gonna be the starter for the Cowboys next season? Probably not, right? Now, but if
Nah.
they end up not, holding it down, I feel like Joe Milton to be in the game soon,
And like you
early.
said, I mean, at the end of the day, Dak ain't been healthy the past few years. He's been missing some time. I mean, outside of this past year, he's been missing some time the past few years. A game here or 5 games here, 5 games there. You get what I'm saying? 4 games here. So I definitely could see Joe Milton taking the field. And if he show up and show out, then I'm saying that's what we were saying last year. I was like, I mean, we kind of know what y'all got with Cooper Rush. Why wouldn't y'all just play Trey Lance down the stretch? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but they don't have that issue this year. Joe
But
Milton
where
is the
Lance
truth.
at now? Did
So.
Lance get traded or he's still with the Cowboys?
there.
No,
Yeah,
he with the Chargers.
he got a
He with the
charger.
Chargers.
Or he on the Chargers?
Yeah.
He went back to his
Uh,
old coach.
right. Hard ball. But listen,
Hardball.
man. You know he like to use those mobile quarterbacks. But go ahead, Ryan. What you thinking? Make a break year for Dak?
Yeah, I would say so. He getting paid 90 million. Yeah, I would say so. He got
Young
to.
boy
He got
coming
to.
to mess up.
He
So
has to
when
at
we
least.
say make a break, what context are we putting that in? What
Yeah,
what do y'all think is
When
yeah,
I
making
say
it?
he
make a
has,
break, I'm
What's breaking
saying
it?
I'm
He
saying
has to make
losing
the
his
playoffs.
job
He
as a
has to make the
starter.
huh?
I'm
What you
saying for
saying?
make a break for me is losing your job as a starter. That's what make a break for me is.
Okay. What about you, Ryan?
Me making the playoffs or winning the playoff game. This is a franchise team. This franchise gets talked about no matter what. On off.
Yep.
We're gonna talk about this franchise because what this team did back in the day. So make a break year. This franchise ain't been good since I was in Pampas. So he has to
Not
get to the
a
playoffs.
conference championship game since
National
'95,
championship game.
man. Let's put that in into
30 years.
perspective, bro. Like
30
'95,
years.
like
30
you feel what I'm
years.
Right.
saying? Like
Working in a hospital, you was making top dollar in '95. You know what I'm saying?
facts,
So
facts.
he has to get to the conference championship game and win it for him to be the year. This has to be the year. And this comes from an Eagles fan. I'm not even trying to hate. I'm not trying to hate because the history of this team, that's all they know. They talk about is the '90s. That's all they talk about. I can't get an argument in without them talking about, well, yeah, y'all still got to catch up. All right,
Yep,
that's cool. We all know that. We all know we
yep,
still got to catch up. But what have you done for me lately?
yep.
So if we
Fact,
talk
man.
about a franchise quarterback who just got paid all this money, who broke the market, we got to talk about what you do for me lately in the playoffs. So he has to get to a conference championship game and win it. He
Or
has
what
to.
though? Or what though?
Or that's breaking it.
Yeah.
No, Ryan, I don't like that point because that he made it. If he goes back to like the playoffs and win the playoff game, it's his team still. But make a break for me is if they don't make the playoffs, this will be Dak last year as the starter for the Cowboys.
It should have
Ooh,
been his.
that's a
It should
major
have
step
been his
right there.
last year. It should have been his last years. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't never like he didn't have a team that never got him there. He always
But it's
had good
always an
teams.
excuse though. They always gave him an out. So this year
Yep.
it ain't no more outs. You get hurt, you're done because you hurt. And if y'all don't win, you're done because y'all don't win. So that's why I
Yeah,
said it's a make or break year for Dak. I just don't
yeah,
think
I
that you
like
go and
that, Q.
acquire Joe Milton to sit him on the bench for how long. You know what I mean? That just don't seem
right,
Nah.
like
right.
And
something that
for real, that was I'm pretty sure that was the thing that Jerry said about Trey Lance. He's like, bro, I didn't get him here for y'all to sit him on the bench. You feel what I'm saying? So that's probably why they
yeah.
got rid of Cooper Rush, and then they went out and they acquired another quarterback that they liked was that's mobile with a big arm
Yeah,
and Joe Milton, Bazooka Joe.
yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
So listen, man, I completely agree with that from Q. If they don't make the playoffs this year, it's going to be a disappointment. It's going to be some failure, and there's going to be some conversations in the offseason about is he going to be the quarterback moving forward with the Dallas Cowboys because there will be some bidders out there. And if he gets some time to play, which I mean, over the past few years, it's proven that Dak is going to miss some time. So let's say Joe Milton get 4 games, he goes 3-1, look good in those games. 2-2, look good in those games. It's going to plant a seed of doubt in Jerry Jones' mind. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you don't wait to the last hour. Bro, he got signed when motherfuckers was watching the pregame show.
I'm gonna
The
come
Kickoff.
on this
pregame show
show.
on Sunday NFL kickoff, the opening weekend,
I'm gonna be on this show trying to cause as much mayhem as I could. If they come out and let's say Joe Milton is 3-1, I'm gonna be his biggest fan. I'm gonna make them start Joe Milton.
bro.
And I hate the Cowboys. I cannot stand the Cowboys, but
hmm But yeah,
I
man,
just I just
for
seen what I
me,
seen in Joe Milton and I believe him. I believe him. I ain't gonna lie, I believe him.
facts. And for us, and I don't want the Cowboys fans to feel like, because I don't know about them, man. Listen, that rivalry runs deep and it runs rich. The
It's a
Niners
big
Cowboys
rivalry.
won it runs deep, but I ain't on like no Stephen A stuff. I ain't really trying to just harp on this because like it's just the Cowboys or because it's a talking point. It's prevalent because they are a major franchise, bro, and they are the only major franchise in these major sports that has done nothing in the past 30 years, bro. You can't say that about the Yankees, bro. You can't say that about the Celtics. You can't say that about the Lakers. They've all went through their dead stretches, but you can't
Right,
say about any of them that they haven't done anything in the past 30 years, bro.
Right,
right,
You feel what
right.
I'm
right.
saying? The last time y'all was in the conference championship game, Julio had the number one song on Hot 100.
The internet
Julio.
doesn't.
They
Then
don't even
nobody
know who the
knows
fuck
about
that
it.
is.
The
You feel
internet
me?
doesn't. The internet wasn't
Didn't even
existing.
exist.
R.I.P. Coolio, man.
Facts. You feel me? So when you look at that, and for me, like I know just as a Niner, I remember us getting our ass kicked by the Packers when I was growing up, like towards the end of Steve Young run, like how we could never beat the Packers. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, like for us to win some NFC Championship games and get to some Super Bowls, I ain't gonna say that's good enough because that ain't never good enough.
But y'all
But
been to the Super Bowl though.
you
But
get what
y'all
I'm
have
saying? You
been.
you got to get to the dance to lose the dance. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, bro, y'all it's definitely a make or break year, man. I don't know if they got the balls or the gall to move off of Dak Prescott after this year, but I do agree with Ron. They probably should have never gave him that major contract in the first place, bro. The doubts was there. That's why they didn't sign him earlier in the off season. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's definitely a make or break year. I don't know if that means his job is on the line or not, but he better do something. I'll tell you that. You feel what I'm saying? I tell you, Jerry Jones ain't happy seeing another quarterback go to a motherfucking two Super Bowls and then a rookie quarterback in the same conference go to an NFC championship game.
Championship.
Or in the
Like,
same division, go to an
come
NFC
on,
championship game. You
come on,
can't see an
bro.
all NFC East fucking NFC championship game and it ain't got the Cowboys in it if you Jerry Jones. And that don't move the needle. That can't if that don't move the needle, I don't know what will.
I don't know
I
what
don't know
will.
what will. You
What
feel me?
will? I
So
don't know what will. Because
listen,
obviously
man.
he convinced you to give him 90 million, and I don't know how. How?
Facts. Facts.
Oh.
Facts.
No, according to the Cowboy fans, 33 and what 8 against the NFC East. Yeah, all right, throw him 90 million. But 33 and 8 against the NFC East, but not one NFC
Against
championship
the
game.
AFC East, the NFC East when who was the quarterback of the Washington football team,
Nobody.
Redskins and Commanders during that
They
time because
didn't
they
have
was all that name
they
during
didn't
his
have a
tenure.
name.
I can't name the quarterback that was playing for them. Who was the quarterback for the Giants? Eli Manning. He came in during that in the Eli Manning run when I mean we know Eli was never you feel what I'm saying? That dude that posed a crazy threat. You feel what I'm saying? And then yeah, y'all had Carson, but then I mean Carson had a year and then he fell apart for some reason.
Right,
You feel what I'm saying?
right.
So we'll see how that record start to look moving forward when you got motherfucking we got of course Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia. You got Jaden Daniels in Washington, and then they saying that Jackson Dart looking like he's throwing darts out there in New York. So we'll see how it looks once that competition stiffens up a little bit more at the quarterback position. And then I mean we all talk. I mean it's all about results anyway. When we
Right.
argue here, this is why when they said what they said yesterday, I had nothing to say. We talk about results, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck what your record is against the NFC
Right,
East.
right,
How many conference championships you been in, bro? You feel what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
How many
That's what
times
I'm
you been in the Final
saying.
Four?
How you got a record like that against your division, but don't got one game in the conference finals, bro? Like
In
how?
the Final
How you
Four?
got
Yeah,
one game in
son.
the conference championship. How?
In 9 years, 9 years as a starter. Yeah,
9
that's
years, 9 years as a starter. And like you
coming
said,
off.
we just got a rookie in the other team in another team division, and that went straight to the conference championship. His first year in the
Yup,
league.
that ain't been there. They ain't been there since the '90s as well.
Come on,
But they beat
bro.
the Cowboys back. You
Come
see what
on,
I'm saying?
bro.
They say, listen, we gonna get back here before
Come
y'all
on,
know.
bro.
You know what I'm
Come on.
saying?
Took their defensive coach, and he came a head coach and took the team to the conference championship. Like, come on, bro. Make this shit make sense. Make it make sense.
Make a break. You know what I'm saying? Dak, Final Four at least this year, bro. Final Four to shut everybody up this year, bro. You know what I mean?
At least.
All right, let's get these official predictions in before we send everybody on their way for the weekend and for the night, man. Who y'all taking? Sunday, 8 p.m. Pacers at Thunder, Game 7.
OKC, man. I'm taking the home team, OKC. I'm looking for SGA to come out, set the tone early. OKC play uh that type of defense, all or nothing defense, and I think they win at home, game 7. But shout out to Indiana for getting it this far. Definitely overachieving. Not really overachieving. I don't want to say overachieving. Being
Right.
better for I want to shout out Indiana for being better than what everybody thought they was. Cause they're not
Yep,
corny. They're not a corny team.
yep.
So shout out to
At
Indiana.
every turn,
And if they
people
do
doubted
end
them.
up winning the championship, shout out to them. But I'm going OKC to win it at home, game 7. SGA is on you, dog. It's on you.
Facts. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go same. I see they already 6.5 favorites.
Right.
I think they're gonna win
Started
by at
off
least.
at 7.5, I think.
Yes, but I think they're gonna win by at least 5 or at least 6. So I'm rocking out. I can't switch up now. This is the last game of the year. Why would I switch up now? Let's go. Let's go. SGA. Bring home the MVP. You already bought the other MVP. Let's get on this elite. Let's get on this Route Mushroom Mountain, bro. Let's do it. Bring it home. Bring it home. Shout out to the Pacers. Shout out to
Shout
Rick
out to the
Carlisle and the
Pacers.
Pacers, man. Shout out to
Shout
the
out to the
Pacers.
Pacers.
I gotta give you a shout out because they shouldn't be in no goddamn game 7, but it is. It is.
Hell
We going
no.
to game 7, so shout out to the Pacers, man. Shout out to the NBA. Adam Silver. Shout out to Adam Silver. Keep doing a good job. Let's bring it home, OKC. Let's bring it home.
Facts. I'm torn right now, man. Y'all know the past four teams that have forced the game 7 by winning game 6 have actually won game 7.
Yeah. Yep.
So Indiana, that's a good sign for them, man.
OKC haven't
Yeah,
lost 2 games in
back
a
to back
row. Yeah.
all year. For
All
them to
year.
lose, if this would be the first time they lose back to back all year, I can't. I feel like when we all on the bandwagon, it don't go right, man.
It'd definitely be a bad joke. It'd
You
definitely be
better
a
not
bad
do it.
joke.
You
But
better
this
not
joke
do
right
it.
here is a win to go home. So it ain't
Facts.
like
This is for all the marbles.
all the
You better not
marbles.
do it. You better stick
The
with the
best
code.
player is SGA. The better coach is Rick Carlisle. The better
Okay,
bench
I
is the
respect
Pacers.
that.
The better number 2 is Jalen Williams.
Drop all the marbles in the chat,
Shucks,
guys.
bro.
This one for
I'm
all the
stuck,
marbles.
bro. I'm gonna go.
You better not do it.
I'm gonna go with the home team. That's gonna be my deciding factor. I'm gonna go with the
See,
home team.
yo, you
I'm
smartened
gonna go with
up.
the home.
You smartened up.
And then Ryan, know I was that shit was running in my head, bro. That shit was churning, bro. But no, man, it's too much factors, and I feel like when it's this close, that is a major deciding factor. What Q said earlier in the show is resonating with me about just that impact that crowd is going to have, not only on the Indiana Pacers, others, but what it's going to have on the Oklahoma City Thunder, others in a positive way. So, and I was in, like I said, I was in Milwaukee, so I seen how like that crowd just uh injects energy into the players and they thrive off of it. So I think the Thunder going to thrive off of that. It's going to be a close one, but I think that the Thunder and SGA, led by the MVP, are going to pull it out. I think that. Yeah. I'm gonna take the Pacers to cover though. That six and a half.
Oh, you gonna take the Pacers to cover it at in
At six and a
OKC?
half. Yeah. I'm gonna take the Pacers to cover.
I ain't taking the Pacers this time. I think OKC gonna win by at least 7.
Yeah, they
By at
OKC
least
is
7.
home. I got OKC.
Big.
The
They might
cover the
pull away
spread.
late, but I think it's gonna be close throughout. So
Right.
I'm gonna
I agree with
say.
that. I agree with that.
Yeah, I take that.
So
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
take that.
say. I'm
I
gonna
take
say.
that.
But
I take
that's
that.
what I'm saying. 7 seems like you know what I'm saying it could go either way. You feel what I'm saying? 1-3,
Yeah,
and then the
yeah,
Pacers cover. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I definitely see it going that way to where I ain't saying they guaranteed to cover. You know what I mean? If that was the case, I'd fuck around and take the Pacers. You know what I mean? But I do think they will cover. You feel what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be surprised if the Thunder end up pulling away at the end. That's our show, man. Y'all have a great weekend. Have a adventurous weekend, safe weekend, and most of all, come back Monday. Q, you got a message before we get out of here? Ryan, you got a
Yeah,
message before we get
man.
out of here?
I want to shout out to all the I want to shout out all the supporters on Threads, on Facebook, uh guys that filmed us on YouTube. Shout out to the live chat, man. Y'all do such a great job with keeping us entertained while we trying to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to the live chat and shout out to all the supporters across all the platforms. However you consume the Mad Mizzy Sports Show.
Yes,
Uh
sir.
it's been a good season. I mean, it's been a good year from crowning the Eagles as Super Bowl champions on the show to
Hmm.
following along with the NBA season on the show. Even though early on in the NBA season we was trying to find our footing, but we got our foot in, and now it's just full steam ahead as the train move right here on the MadMizzy Sports Show. I want y'all to be on the train with us as we move along. But guys, if you're looking to
Mhm.
support the MadMizzy Sports Show, you can do so through the Cash App, which is the $ What Up Squad. My man Mizzy got it right there in the comments of the live chat. If you don't know where to find it, again, if you're looking to support the guys over here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, you can do so through the Cash App, which is the What Up Squad, and that's what it is, guys. And again, shout out to the live chat and shout out to the MadMizzy Sports Show for coming this far. I mean, dog, we got a new channel on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
we just been doing a lot of pivoting and
Hmm.
moving
A
forward,
lot of
guys.
working.
So yeah, so we've been putting the work in. So shout out to the chat for rocking with us.
Yes, sir. A lot of big things in the work as well as we keep hitting these milestones. As we said, stay tuned. You feel what I'm saying? Merch on the way and a lot of
Last episode did
free
100 views,
giveaways.
man, on the tube.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm
So
saying? We
we coming
going
for
up.
1K next. You know what I'm saying? And like we said, I mean, giveaways coming away real soon, man. Maybe some Eagles preseason tickets for maybe 500 or whatever number we hit. But yeah, man, stay tuned. We got a lot that we working on. Got a message, Ryan?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us, man. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us, man. It's Friday. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do unless it's some cheats, man. All right. I'll be
That's the
safe.
Man, my
message we
folks in New
needed.
Orleans, I ain't got nothing right
Yeah,
now.
man.
My folks in New
Oh
Orleans
yeah,
right
they in
now, I ain't
Marvin's
got nothing.
turning up.
I
Hey,
ain't got
turn
nothing
it
right
up.
now.
They
I'm in the
on
crib
baby.
dolo. I'm in the
They
crib
on
solo
baby.
dolo.
Yeah,
I need love, baby. I need
baby. Breaking
love.
some hinges, some fish balls. The hinges nowadays. Come on,
Yes,
man.
sir,
Let me
man.
go one.
We appreciate the fans, the official first fans, man, for y'all taking this journey with us, man. And once we get to where we plan on going, man, it's gonna be a lot going on. You dig what I'm saying? And we're gonna definitely keep all the official day oneers in mind. In mind. You feel what I'm saying? Have a good weekend. We'll see y'all Monday. Squad.
Squad.
Yeah.